Hey everyone, Muckluck here with the patch notes for April 1st, 2022. I could not be more excited. I am a cat enjoyer. Last year, we got to see giant cats rampaging around Tyria. The boss fights were incredible, the scenes were amazing, and I am just so excited to be able to see them again because they only come back one day a year. Now let's get into these new patch notes. April 1st release notes. With the end of Dragons, it's time for new beginnings. We've been carefully watching your feedback over the past weeks, years, and decades, and we're making a big change. Out with cat jokes, in with dog jokes. Looking forward to more dogs, more chances to pet dogs, and as much canine humor as you can throw a stick at. Maybe some cats, though, it's hard to break habits. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, World Polish. Players will now be required to submit an authorization of access form to the Ministry of Transit before using Waypoint 2 from or within Canthan regions. Yeah, that makes this day even better. Fixed a bug that caused the open world boss of the final encounter of the Jade Sea open world meta event to use Breath of the Deep more frequently than intended in rare circumstances. Fixed an outcropping of land that was unintentionally killing players in Super Adventure Box's Tribulation mode. Which one? We know. How would someone have even known the difference? Yeah, exactly. Okay. Due to all interactable objects in the area being knocked into the sea, Cat Island has been renamed Cat Archipelago. Okay, that was a cat joke. We're really trying, though. Cats are a joke to you. Okay. All ambient music has been replaced with diegetic music. Dietary music, played by nearby bands, characters carrying boom boxes, or certain golems and mechs. Unless the mechanist goes underwater. General, player characters now express voiced approval or dislike of the taste of consumable items. Your unique food preferences are based on your choices in character creation and the personal story. My character usually eats birthday cake and rice balls. I think I'm good. Added fishing locations to the River of Souls. The River of Souls being, of course, in the realm of death. I think it's only proper that you could fish there. Fixed a typo in the skiff piloting mastery track. This will now be Scrit piloting as intended. That sounds like a massive, massive plus. I cannot think of anyone who would dislike that change. Fixed a bug that caused consumable vendors to offer Asura items from the Just for Kids menus. That was a bug. Specific wise guys may still be present. This may still present this option sarcastically. Yo, I always order the nugs. They better not like stop ordering me the nugs. Being an adult is boring. I prefer the kids menu. Thank you. Also saves me on money. Added. The fix for this update note will be coming in the next update notes. A future announcement will reveal the trailer release date for upcoming update notes. Due to the timing of the current update notes, we'd like to apologize for our inability to announce them ahead of time. It's good that you recognize that you've done something wrong. Fractals fixed a bug that enabled individuals to kill alternate versions of themselves and loot their own bodies more than once. Isn't that Anka's entire storyline? Are you going to retcon Anka, or are we just going to let that sit there? Personal story. NPCs will now nudge the commander and wink when the player encounters foreshadowing. Players who are found to have submitted inaccurate information on their Ministry of Transit travel documents will be assessed a fine. Oh, I'm getting a fine. I told them I was an 800-pound scrit. Items. Certain consumables created by chefs now require the consuming player to accept the crafter's cookie policy. I see what you did there. With the re-establishment of trade with Cantha, Tyrian merchants across the continent are adjusting their prices to compete in a global market. I mean, that only makes just good business sense. Added new Jadebot modules for automatically correcting armor dies, cleaning the home instance, and gaining spontaneous self-awareness. You know, I have been avoiding getting the cats for my home instance just because, I love the cats, but I'm not there often enough to keep 1,000 litter boxes clean. I really appreciate this. I'm gonna get that chip and I'm gonna have the Jadebot take care of the cats. Much better than Connor's Jadebot takes care of the cats. And yeah, I think it's finally time to fill out that home instance. Added nutrition facts to all consumable items. Appreciate that. Players can now get a turtle egg by really, really wanting one and promising to take good care of it. I mean, considering what you put us through recently, I think this is kind of rubbing salt in the turtle wound. I might not have done that. Correcting a texture stretching issue affecting the art of invisible slippers, invisible stompers, and invisible boots. It was more noticeable on the invisible high-heeled shoes because when it would stretch, your heel would pop up, but it made my Asura Hiney stick out really far. But the other stuff, I mean, it needed to be fixed, so that's fine. Profession skills. Elementalist. The Ministry of Public Safety would like to firmly remind all Elementalists who refuse to switch off of fire attunement that arson is classified as a felony under Imperial law. I mean, it's true. We're constantly cleaning up after them. They just like summon elemental weapons and leave them on the ground everywhere. They're littering. I mean, other than the class that literally calls itself after a misdemeanor, the thief, the elementalist is the next in line for just commits the most crimes and, you know, disturbs the public order. Fixed a bug that prevented quickly drawing and stowing fishing poles from being used in Weaver skill rotations. That's good, thank you. Engineer. To resolve purpose overlap between the Mechanist and Golemancer specializations, Mechanists will now need to periodically refuel their big robot. I am totally fine with doing that. I'm totally willing to do that if it can go underwater. Hollowsmiths are being actively recruited by Zoonlight Jade. Speak to your local representatives to learn more about this exciting opportunity. That's probably another gang. Guardian. With the end of Dragons, users of the Dragon Hunter specialization have been retired. Selecting Dragon Hunter will now unlock a relaxing new set of skills, allowing the player to immerse themselves into life as a retiree. I am greatly looking forward to never seeing them in PvP again. Advanced has been unrenamed to Retreat to better reflect the ideal usage of the skill. Yeah, a while back, they changed Retreat to Advance. And honestly, it felt wrong. It felt wrong. I think I speak for all Guardians that I'm glad that they're undoing that change. Mesmer. Clones now have a passive skill to vote which one they think is the real one. Fixed a bug that caused the skills Chaos Armor, Chaos Storm, and Winds of Chaos to behave predictably. Yeah, I saw that one. It was just like whenever you would want something, they would do what you wanted instead of something random, and it's good that they're fixing that. Necromancer. Gaining life force or using elixirs will now trigger taste-based approval or disapproval lines. Taste-based, I like saying that. Depending on the source's attributes and character's taste preferences. Harbingers using elixir skills in open world maps will now have a scaling chance to receive littering notices and or fines. Second only to the Elementalist in terms of littering. These guys leave glass bottles everywhere. Ranger. Bear pets can now be set to fishing mode. Oh my gosh. Oh, the AFK farmers. They're all just going to AFK, stand by the river, and have their bears just fishing all night. Oh my gosh, that's going to ruin the fishing economy. But I don't fish, I don't care. Druids can now walk into the uncharted deep forest of the Echovault Wilds, never to return, as a special action skill. Considering that they have announced that in PvP they want the supports to be Elementalist, Guardian, and Warrior, I can't imagine why Druids would want to walk away and never come back. The Return to Me command now only affects feline pets if you have treats. Our bad. That could have been a dog joke if we had tried. This is all new and confusing. Please give us some time. I don't want to talk about that. Hey, Chip. Chipsy. Yeah. Yes, they did bring Cat Day back. They did. Yes, they did. He's here to see Cat Day, and I don't want to let him down. I don't want to let him down. Revenant fixed an issue that could cause Vindicators to not return from their dodge leap. I mean, I just assumed that was intended. Affected Vindicators should return to the ground any moment now. I mean, we could just leave that not done. In retrospect, Shiro Tagachi is starting to feel like he was a victim of numerous factors outside of his control and could use some time to unpack all this. Oh man, they've been watching what WoW did with Sylvanas, haven't they? Yikes. Thief. Using steal on a character with die items in their inventory will now automatically apply those dies to your character. Ha! That's gonna be like when they when they steal stuff from a bank and it's got like the explosive paint stuff on them to mark them. After a further review of the player's record, authorities in Cantha have requested the player return to Seitung Prison for questioning. Yo, it is not my fault that Gorik shanked a dude. I had nothing to do with that. Warriors will now be able to maintain a balanced diet by tracking their intake of foods based on their nutrition facts, exercise regimen, and adventuring goals. Bladesworn characters will now begin playing their theme song when reduced to below half health. World vs. World. New options for victory conditions have been added. In addition to War Score, players can win skirmishes through Science Score, Culture Score, or Diplomacy Score. Oh, I can talk circles around those people. I will finally win a match. Fixed a bug that caused Warclaws to sometimes run around Stonemist Castle in a panic even though you didn't hear anything. Another cat joke. Why is this so difficult? We're going to put these pet jokes on pause for meow and hope to improve in future update. That sentence is terrible. That just slipped out. We're so sorry. Stonemist Castle has been replaced by the Harvest Temple. I would love to see players that have only ever done World v World have to beat Harvest Temple with its 11 faces in the middle before they can cap it. That would be fantastic. Black Lion Trading Company Gem Store. Fixed an item erroneously listed as redacted die. Oh no, was that the green rose die? It is now properly available as the final encounter of the Jade Sea Open World Meta Event die. Oh, don't tell Noxie. Added a skill to the pet dog whistle, Basenji, to allow players to try to figure out what their Basenji is gnawing on and try to gently wrestle a non-edible junk item from its mouth. Nailed it. Okay, well, I think I speak for everyone when I say this changes everything.